Hello everybody, welcome to episode 15 of the Joel Homie Show series, Autistic Tuesday. Hey, you there! I want to remind everybody that if you end up liking this video, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. And right now, YouTube says that over 90% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it would really help, and with that... Hello everybody, I'm Joel Homie, your guys' host for episode 15 of the Joel Homie Show series, Autistic Tuesday. Where today's episode, I'm going to be drawing Angel Dust, a character from the animated series made by Vivziepop here on YouTube that goes by the name of Hazbin Hotel. Now, due to Hazbin Hotel having a very strong background, both in strong language and strong visuals, I can't really give too much background to what it actually is. I'll just say this, it's based around hell, or based in hell, rather. And I think that gives you enough context as to why I can't really say much. It's based around what happens there, and obviously hell is not meant to be a good place, so I can't really say too many things about it. But I will link the creator's link to the channel in the description, which will of course be the link to Vivziepop's channel, as well as the actual song that came out recently, which is called ADDICT, or the way that I actually have come to remember it, Addicted. But I will link both of those in the description, and viewer discretion is advised if you are going to go watch that video, and there's even a warning at the beginning, because there's very strong language, visuals, and generally things that are not as family-friendly as what I will be showing in today's video. But anyway, that song is generally based around the abuse that a character that goes by the name of Angel Dust has to go through, and I really liked the video, and it sort of made me come back to my senses, and something that I wanted to do when Hazbin Hotel actually came out, which is draw more of the characters from Hazbin Hotel, and I ended up only actually drawing one, which is actually the Radio Demon, aka Alistair, whichever one you want to call him. I'll go ahead and actually find the little sketch I did. This was a video way back when, before the Autistic Tuesday series actually existed, but you'll notice that unlike today's episode, I only use one reference photo, which today's episode I'm actually going to be basing this drawing off of a lot of different reference photos so that I can actually adjust the pose from one photo, put a fedora on Angel Dust, as well as him holding a little machine gun or a Tommy gun, whichever you want to call it. It's sort of both generally. But it's something that I haven't done before, and I wanted to sort of experiment out of the box a little bit from what I've done before. So today's video is going to be quite the task for me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into a time-lapse and see how Angel Dust turns out in the end. So here he is. This is the interpretation of Angel that I drew out, consisting of the 3 reference photos that I had, one of the initial pose, to get all of the general stuff down, like his head, smile, eyes, his whole entire body, legs, all that, and even some of the details for his arms. And then one where he's just wearing a little fedora or hat, whatever you like to call it. And then one where he is holding a gun, specifically the Tommy gun that he's actually holding in a clip in Hazbin Hotel that I ended up actually using as a reference for that. So I tried to make everything look as best as I could. I didn't end up actually adding color. I decided to go with the just sort of fill in certain parts with the actual pencil rather than adding color, because due to me having to draw this going horizontal with the paper, actually he's more or less vertical, but the paper is set horizontal, otherwise it probably wouldn't work out too well for me actually filming this, and it would end up looking weird when I had to reorientate it for the video. So I ended up having to draw him quite small, squishing into the paper rather than actually being able to draw him through the whole paper. So due to his size, I couldn't risk having to outline him and mixing a bunch of stuff together. Like you can see right behind his general sort of bust area, whatever you want to call it, the stripes on his arms. If I were to outline that and actually add color, it would get very messy very quick, because colored pencils aren't the best at getting itty-bitty details all the time. Now, sure, if you're a better artist than I am, which undeniably there are definitely better artists than I am, you could probably pull it off, but me, with the current skill set that I have and the current supplies that I have, I couldn't pull it off. But either way, even with just this pencil sketch, I am absolutely amazed and flattered with this whole entire thing. It's absolutely amazing. I've wanted to draw Angel for quite a while, and he's one of my favorite characters due to his just weird and funky personality. Once again, can't say certain things because his personality does revolve around many other things. But yeah, so as you can see, I just simply went with the look of all of the more general details that would be filled in, like these stripes on the actual colored version of Angel, or sort of like a pink, and then his suit's white. And the bow actually is the same color as his legs, with the little sort of dot in the middle, whatever you like to call it, actually being quite a bit of the same bright pink color as the gloves. But I decided to just go with the sketch look because, as I said, I don't have the skill set or the supplies to be able to do all the itty-bitty details, and I just noticed I actually didn't end up coloring in his choker. Gonna go ahead and get that real quick, because that's one of the details that is sort of that darker color once again. Now, I'm just sort of listing off the actual version of Angel's colors, because this version is equally as cool in my opinion. I feel very proud of it because I drew it, obviously, but it's not perfect. This is definitely not the best representation of Angel out there. Obviously, the actual Vivziepop ones are quite a bit better than this. But either way, I hope I wasn't too rambly in today's episode, and I hope you enjoyed. I really, really am happy with how this turned out. It was definitely a bit of a challenge for me, because usually I'll just take a look at one picture and put it down on paper, and I'd call it my own. Now, technically speaking, that is stealing artwork, or sort of copying it and calling it your own, and this definitely is not mine, but it is my own interpretation that I haven't just taken down from one picture. It's the first time I've actually taken a lot of different pictures, well, 3, and put them all together without it looking absolutely trash. Now, it's definitely not the best, as I said earlier, but anyway, excluding all of that, if you guys enjoyed today's video,